When was PC House started and what did you envision in beginning this business?
We have started PC House 1997.
Right.
And also we had a huge scope of big vision of to go into the rural IT develop for IT market in the rural areas all across the country basically.
When was your company started?
1997.
1997. What made you switch from seafaring to IT? You started your career in...
Yes, while I was when I was doing sailing, which I have seen IT growth in the world basically, how they are growing from industries to service business, and from the service business what are the services in IT they have providing and so on. So where that then while traveling experience, which with in the sailing in a ship actually, then that gave me a huge courage to go into the IT, where that was the best potential business at the time, and also the very new business into the country sort of a.
What do you feel about Sri Lanka's IT sector in general and the computer hardware market in particular?
Computer market actually in the hardware concern, hardware is growing. Hardware is something like about 14 to 17%, but few years ago that about the growth is about more than 20%. But right now it's growing about 15 to 17% rate. And also the software market, if you see that software market, of course there's a huge growth right now because of that after penetration of hardware, when then the people needed like for a automation part, where the automation concern, then people used to go for software solutions, packages and the training and kind of a thing. So right now we are in like a huge booming for the solution and software businesses really.
You have always insisted that assembled computers are much beneficial to Sri Lanka in comparison to branded computers. What is the rationale behind this?
Like if you take about the desktop PC, the desktop PC's multinational branded products price was high at something about those days about 75 to 100,000 rupees. When assembled PC concern, then which that is very affordable, that half the rate of the branded PC. And the brand that always I encourage people to buy more and more for assembled PC. One significant reason also, which once the assembled PC is their warranty is over, which they can't get, they have to obtain original parts and from the like very high prices, which upgradation mostly you can't do the upgrading for the branded computer, which for the assembled PCs always on your demand you can upgrade whatever the hard disk you needed, whatever the memory you needed, and keep on changing the technologies and so on. So which because of these reason I thought maybe the best possible or best affordable solution is for the assembled PCs.
PC Holdings had made its foray even into BPO. What potential do you see in this sector and what progress have you all made?
Okay, BPO sector we have went into basically basic call centers, which we didn't have a huge success in those basic call center operation, which is very entry level of BPO business. And also simultaneously we bought our company name called Infoso, which they does for internet researchers for various segments, which we are progressing in that business in a very better progressive, and also there's a huge growth and we are recruiting more people for Infoso, and we are getting more contracts in terms of researchers, which that I feel another best slot for Sri Lankan capabilities for having a research business for a global.
Through PC Pharma, you have ventured into the pharmaceutical sector, which is a completely new sector. What led you to diversify PC Holdings in this manner?
Okay, after starting 1997 PC House, when we have grown 2004-5 years, we have reached to almost market share of dominant market share, about almost 30-40% of the market share, and became market leader. Then our growth, what we trying to look at is maybe if further we're going to grow with that same market segment, which you may have to compromise more in your profitability and maybe you may grow slow. Then we decided, the management, we have to go for a new the business diversification and new industry. Then we got a set of professional team to operate that business, and 2005 we ventured into with the small investment. Of course, that investment we have increased time to come, and today that also one of the listed company and also doing great in profitability, and of course in terms of services also they are doing much great this thing. And right now we are really looking at pharmaceutical manufacturing, so on kind of scenarios.
Largest activated carbon manufacturers in the world. By venturing into this sector, what do you hope to achieve?
Okay, that's the one interesting business which came to me late last year. Of course, that business is something like, of course, it's most of the technology is or most of the production is dominated market from Sri Lanka to various European countries and including United States. Which activated carbon is, while I'm evaluating that business, is one of the, I feel, one of the best business which you can have a real export potential. And also these are since made out from with the basic coconut shell and with the activation process, which I thought that will have a better return and also better business case you can build, and time to come we can start building some level of they call it a value added productions, like water filters, gas mask and various things that which we can even produce and we can export, which have a huge the demand for in globally.
Company name and
company name is Bico Link Limited, and we have already invested almost 300 million into that business, and right now currently going on with huge renovation, which when we taken over the possession, which machine was not good and in kind of a thing. Now even we got almost more than 20 foreign consultants, and of course now almost 24 hours now working in the factory to build this plant capacity, and 2.5 months to 3 months time we will be in full capacity production, and of course we're going to at least commence operation with a very high level, high quality carbon products.
How much do you hope to manufacture?
Okay, that about for annually we can manufacture around about 7 to 8,000 metric ton per annum.
Do you expect the supply to be there as well?
Yes, of course. That it's look like anyway. The supplies is now getting regular, and also in case if supply is not enough to sustain with the local supplies, even we can get it from India or various other countries as a exported raw material.
What other industries is PC Holdings eyeing currently?
Okay, right now PC Holding, we're into the engineering business, which we have a 40% share of one of the leading engineering company, named Serenity Engineers, which they does most telecom projects, infrastructure, and of course various other civil works. And also we venture into one of the security company, which we have taken 49% of security company, which right now that was a growing business where in terms of private security providers, and also right now we are into a situation of consolidating in total businesses. Of course in time to come, of course we'll grow other especially looking at the manufacturing sectors, and we already ventured into the Orient garments also, the apparel.
Do you see potential in the apparel industry?
Yes, very much. So I am very 100% optimistic in this apparel business, which we are growing almost at 35% compared to last year to this year. And there are, I feel since China is getting expensive in apparel manufacturing, though China is a leader in apparel manufacturing, but of course they are getting expensive. They are shifting those orders to Sri Lanka in a certain percentage, and also because of Bangladesh unrest situation, or maybe they're demanding for high salaries and so on. In Sri Lanka became a kind of a matured market in terms of technological manufacturing, or maybe sort of a apparel manufacturing with the technology association, which we are in a very matured situation, which I feel in Sri Lanka it will grow year on year, maybe in at least about 20-25% in the as industry. But we are growing a little more better because of we are starting new.
Should the government give more incentives to the? If so, in what form?
I think that anyway already government given subsidies in a big phase. Like for example, you start with the company in a like offshore basis, or maybe BOI range, which they are giving huge incentives in terms of tax holidays, infrastructures, tax removal for certain importation goods for those companies and so on. That government is doing right now, but as an industry is picking up kind of a slow manner. But I think maybe right now only the participation is the matter to get the the rolled thing. But of course right now government is giving mostly for those subsidies.
Do you believe that Sri Lanka can emerge as a mega global hub, especially as a knowledge hub?
Yes, definitely. That is where right now we as a country, from agriculture to we have just trying to develop to the industries, but industry can't survive because of the raw material, or maybe various other stuff we have to get it from elsewhere. But the third phase is we have to grow with the service industry. With the service industry right now, of course that the proven track record which with the in terms of the amount of the people learning finances or learning maybe other universities and kind of thing, but it's keep on growing, and that I feel strongly this will be becoming a knowledge hub, and also that time to come this will be becoming like sort of a potentially a finance hub, sort of a that in this part of the world actually. That is what I think government also promoting already.
Do you hope to enter into other countries in the region?
Yes, for the IT services, we seriously looking for Bangladesh as a country because of since we are doing certain level of partnership with SAP. So we try to go with those implementation with the SAP for Bangladesh, and we have a plan right now across the out of the country to grow.
Anything else which you want to add?
I think that's also as I feel even for as a company we are basically set of perfect diversified portfolio what we are holding. We are into the apparel, we are into the activated carbon business, and we are into the pharmaceutical, we are into the IT we are covering all the segments, like into the business outsourcing and also software implementation and hardware. So likewise that we growing with like at a very high phase, and also with the IT growth, definitely our young generation will have a huge job opportunity in terms of for example today's requirement is for example SAP. If you are qualified with the SAP implementation or consultancy, or if you have got the certification for SAP, there's a huge potential for in a job market. Even the jobs also paid in a huge salaries, anything around over 100,000 rupees. So likewise that we have to get into the phase where rather we have to learn with today's requirement, or maybe what next 5 years requirement, or without learning for outdated technologies. So likewise, there are even huge the backlog is there. Even not enough people is applying. Even we are getting services from India even because of those implementation which we don't have people here. It's a simple learning, but of course it's a lack of people. So likewise, that where the IT services concerned, even my advice is to the youngsters to learn what is right, and especially in a software arena, and they can definitely look for better prospects in time to come, definitely. And as a country also is a really growing, though whatever the negative slightly messages there, but of course it's the holistic picture. Country will grow. This country no reason to go down in any way. So that is going on. So of course we will have a temporary here and there for issues, but of course as a country we in a future very optimistic, and of course this will grow as a giant country or developed country.
You have won many awards, with the latest being the Asia Pacific Entrepreneurship Award. Looking back, what do you feel about your personal achievements?
Personal achievement in the sense, of course, for today I'm being here. I'm coming from very entry level background from village. So whatever I get it and whatever I learn, so I feel I achieved a lot in terms of so today's position to maybe 10 years or 20 years back, that I achieved a million times better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.